Welcome to the Honest Discussion with Life with Leah, where we speak honestly but responsibly. Hi, welcome to Lids the Podcast. I don't know what episode this is. I've just been talking. I love the fact that you're journeying on it. Before I go anywhere, I just want to say, where have you been? If you haven't got a copy of Lids, most of the lessons that I'm talking about in this episode are from my latest book, Cracking Your Glass Ceiling. All of us have got these things that stop us from becoming who we ought to become. How do you know what you need to crack if you even don't know that it exists? So grab yourself a copy. It's on Amazon, and do yourself a favor and thank me later, actually. Today I wanted to talk about what I'm calling the chase. I want us to talk about what I'm calling the chase. You see, there's a program that me and my daughter loved on television in the UK at least, and it was called Race Against the World. And what they did here is they've got couples, so you didn't really have to be boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife, but just couples of people together, brother or sister, and they would give them some money and they would give them maps, and literally they will give them a competition to literally get themselves across the world with only one condition in place, and it was that they couldn't use a plane. They could use anything else. They could beg, borrow, or walk, or whatever they needed to do, but there was a destination in mind that they had to all reach. So the conditions that they were starting with were the same, and where they were going to land were the same. And for me, I found that really fascinating. And when I was thinking about this podcast, this came to mind, and I was thinking about how I've come to a conclusion that as a people, sometimes we make the mistake that we think we're all in the same race, right? And that we are slowly becoming people who feel that we're all in the same race and that we're all going to land at the same destination. We make a mistake, though, where we're racing towards this goal that we have perceived in our minds to be the goal of what we're naming success, that we're all starting from a level playing field. And we think that all the conditions that we're starting from are the same, which to me, first of all, the conditions can never be the same. It depends on how old you are, what race you are, where you come from, what part of geography. So clearly we're all coming from different conditions, and therefore we've all then are running towards something that we've perceived to be the definition and the epitome of success. Whether we think it's money, whether we think it's fame, whether we think it's likes on Instagram or social media, all those things are definitions that we have created in our mind. But I just want to say to us today, I just want to encourage us, we need to relax. That if you are running your race to become a vlogger or a blogger, then you've got a unique journey in that. In your business, you've got a unique journey. In your career, it doesn't matter if you're studying the same thing as your friends, you've got a unique journey in that. In my coaching, in your preaching, you've got a unique journey in that. It doesn't matter whether the label is the same. We need to get to a place in the chase that we recognize that our landing position and our definition of where we land as coaches will be different, and our definition of success as a coach, as a speaker, as an author will be different, because where we're starting from is not the same. And just because my definition of success is different from yours doesn't make it any less. And therefore, in this podcast, I just want us to relax. I want us to just get in touch with who ourselves, because in chasing our dreams, we need to realize that we are unique to ourselves, that our pursuit is unique, that we are running a unique race at our own unique pace. It is very easy to get caught up in the rat race because we're looking at how fast other people are running. We're looking at how people are doing their race and trying to morph into who they are. But I am unique in whatever race and whatever sphere that I have been placed. And we need to start from recognizing that we belong in the spaces that we've been. And if we belong in the spaces that we've been, we are unique to demonstrate our gifts and expressions of that gift in a way that may not have been expressed before, and be okay with that. We cannot wait for somebody's definition of success to be that of ours. Neither can we wait for somebody to give us permission to express ourselves in a way that they don't even know what exists inside of us. So in this episode, I'm saying this again. I just watching us, and I put myself in this as well, watching us on this global sphere, all running towards something without really understanding who we really are, is beginning to get exhausting, at least for me. And for all of us who are runners, if you're not exhausted, you will get exhausted yet. So I just want us to pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the brakes a little bit and begin to ask ourselves the key questions. Who am I? Why was I brought onto this earth? Why am I occupying the space? And then begin to listen and get in touch with ourselves so we can begin to know who we are and what we were created to be. The truth is this for all of us, that everything we require for success is already within us. But the problem is most of the times we look at it and we think we're so familiar with it, and we think, I don't think this is it, because I think that race is better than mine. Therefore, I'm going to try and become like X, Y, Z in order for me to get to success. The problem is this: when you try to become who you're not, you will have to come to a sell end by date. But when you are totally authentic with who you are, unique in your race, comfortable in your pace, then all I can say is that you are going to land at where you are defined as successful within your space. So cut yourself some slack, relax, discover yourself, and you'll be surprised what you find in terms of the space that you've been carved out for. A definition of success that's unique to you. So in this episode, take the time to envision your dream. Envision your dream and place yourself right at the center of it, because that dream can only be fulfilled with you beginning to express yourself as uniquely you. Because those gifts that were given to you for you to succeed, to you to accomplish it at your pace, in your own style, and at your own definition of success. And I just want to read you something that I read often just to balance myself, and and it says this. It says in Hebrews 12, it says, therefore, since we are surrounded by a great crowd of witnesses, whether it's your brothers, your sisters, whoever it is, let us throw off everything that hinders destruction and the sin that easily entangles us, comparison, and let us run. Let's throw off all these stuff that are going to distract us and begin to run the race that is set before us, because all of us have got a unique race set specifically for each one of us. And I'm telling you this, I'm rooting for you because I know that you win. This has been the Honest Discussion, where we speak honestly and responsibly. Until next time. Thanks for listening. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and make sure that you pop onto Amazon and buy a copy of Lids.